As crazy as it may sound, in the Scarlet and Violet DLC, as in Part 1, the Teal Mask, you know how the Loyal Free steal Ogerpon's masks? Yeah, well, it turns out the Loyal Free aren't actually the bad guys. If the Loyal Free were the bad guys, imagine it. Fezandipiti wants beauty, Okidoki wants strength, and Monkadori, which is a stupid tiny monkey, wants smartness. So, who is the actual real bad guy behind these? Well, think back to an extra add-on that didn't actually require money, that had something to do with the DLCs. Do you get it? No? Okay. So, in the DLC, Vazandapiti, Okidoki, and Monkadori are considered the bad guys. Everybody thinks they're the good guys at the start, that's why they're called the Loyal Free, but then later in the DLC, people start to realise the truth. And then in the Blueberry Academy DLC, there is no more references to them. If you haven't been paying attention. Because if you go onto your Pokedex right now, and if you have some special Peacher berry, and you've done the thing, you'll figure out that the actual true real bad guy in the whole entire Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC is the one that hurt Ogerpon and the one that controlled the Loyal Free to make it do all these annoying things is Percheron. You may be wondering, Percheron? Nah, you're wrong. But look at the Pokedex entry. Look at the profile picture for Percheron. It is literally with the Loyal Free. Plus, if you played the DLC's expansion pass, you'll realise that when you get Percheron, it shoots Mochi into the mouths of its victims, causing them to be controlled. Toxically. Now listen to Fazandipiti's, Okidoki's, and Monkadori's abilities. Toxic Chain! And also Percheron learns a move called Maligant Chain, which also confuses the target. Okidoki, Fazandipiti, and Monkadori, since they're poison type, they didn't get a poison, but maybe somewhere along the line Percheron still figured out a way to confuse them, and then that caused them, and then he fed them the mochi, controlling them to want their innermost desires as long as they listen to Percheron. Since Fazandipiti, Okidoki, and Monkadori know what their innermost desires are, as I've said before, Fazandipiti beauty, Okidoki strength, and Monkadori intelligence, then they'd figure that the masks could help them. Okidoki gets buff, with attack boosts. Fazandipiti gets speed boosts, I think, which could increase its beauty by making it look cooler in the sky, increasing its beauty. And Monkadori gets intelligence with special attack, usually like psychic type moves, which are mind and mind intelligence. See? Okay? But why would Percheron want them to hurt Ogerpon? This goes back to a thing that nobody understands why, but it comes to control. Percheron just wants things to control so they can do his bidding, or its bidding. So Percheron can not have to do anything whilst it suddenly becomes one of the most powerful, Pokemon in the world. Percheron is seriously almost as bad as Pokemon like Darkrai, but if they were intentionally causing the bad deeds. Percheron is different now. Since Percheron is coxifying them, purposely controlling them, but why not just control, let's say, some other Pokemon to help these guys out? Well, Okidoki, Fazandipiti, and Monkadori are to blame for that. See, because there's rumoured, I'm not saying there's anything true, but look at Okidoki, look at Fazandapiti, and look at Munkadori. Okay? They are the opposite and the more powerful version of other Pokemon. For instance, the dog beats the cat, aka Rai. Monkey beats the bear, but barely. That's why a Munkadori is psychic, so it can beat Urshifu and stuff like that. And the bird beats the bird, which it doesn't really make sense, but it does what it's supposed to do. Anyway, so yeah. So it's kind of almost their own fault that they're being controlled, but it's not. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and I'd just like to hear your thoughts and comments in the comments, and subscribe.